We are out here in the wetlands as a beautiful sunrise comes up behind us here, and as you can see, very froggy conditions down here. We've got some weed and such where the frogs like to hang out, and we've been actually spotting them this morning. We found two just as we walked out, but lo and behold, once they knew that we were going live, they hopped away. But anyhow, the tours are run by Cameron Park Zoo and Lake Waco Wetlands, which is Nora and Brian. Good morning to you both. How are you?
Good morning.
Doing well. Good morning.
So we've actually found some frogs, so we've proved that your tours do work. The frogs are here. We're looking at some frogs down here. Now we're going to release them so we can just have a look at them going back to their natural habitats. If you guys want to go ahead and release the frogs, so to speak.
The green tree frogs are boreal, so they like to hang out in trees, and they have sticky toe pads and whatnot. And this is going to give me a little problem. So, but the green tree frogs really love to just hang out, basically. So I'm going to try to release him back on. And these are bulrushes. Well, instead of that,
frog does what a frog does.
They're just happy to be out. So let's see if this one. See how he sticks. He has sticky toe pads, so it doesn't do anything. The worst, if you do get close to one or try to handle one, we encourage you not to, but the worst he's going to do is
jump away.
Yeah, jump away. So I think I have one more in here.
One more. And Brian, you've got the bullfrog here.
Right. And so these are one of the larger species of frogs that we have in this area. And actually probably the largest species of frog that we have is in this area. They live in just aquatic environments. They really like to be around water. You can find them around water's edges. And they will consume just about anything that will fit in their mouth. This is a small animal. They have large tadpoles. Frogs and toads go through a metamorphosis, which is actually pretty interesting. And another kind of fun fact about amphibians, just in general, is biologists consider them environmental indicators. So they will indicate the health of an ecosystem, and a lot of that is due to permeable skin, where they can absorb different chemicals or oxygen and things like that. They go through a thing called dermal respiration. So they don't. There's a lot of things about their physiology that make them sensitive to the environment. So if there is something that is kind of funky going on with the ecology of the environment or something like that, then that will affect the amphibians, and the biologists can come through, look at amphibian population, and tell whether or not it's healthy.
Well, I'm sure he's itching to get back, so we'll let you release him, guys. Now, the tours are happening every Friday from 7:30, so make sure you get down here. Enjoy National Frog Month with Cameron Park Zoo and Lake Waco Wetlands, and we'll have the morning rush and more Texas Today right after this.
He is live at the location. Hey, Jamie.
Hey, what? Get out while you can. I think our little raccoon friend is onto something. Guys, we are live here in Killeen at the Great Escape of Central Texas. Been exploring all the different rooms all morning, and this is because we're here for this brand new room. Our Mr. Saul friend here has been kind enough to let us in. This is their brand new room. And it's all thanks to Charles and Michelle. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Very well, thank you. Now, we are in a very spooky room. If we just get Ryan to have a little look around, we've got our little dungeon master over here, Tasha, our producer. Who we're just scaring nicely. Can you tell us a little bit about this room, Michelle?
So this is our newest room. This is our Saw-themed room. It is not a horror room, although Tasha's a little jumpy this morning. We've been scaring her all morning. This is a strict 18 and up room, though, because you will start shackled to a wall. There are safety precautions we've taken to make sure that in case of an actual emergency, you guys can get out. It's just a small carburetor. But the first puzzle is involved in solving how to turn on the lights, which is what she's trying to figure out right now. So if she uses that, that's chained to the wall, and she would be chained there into that spot.
Okay, so now she'd have to try and turn on the lights with the chain thing.
Yeah, so there's certain things in this room. I'm not going to reveal the puzzle completely, but there's certain things in the room that will help her with these colors over here. You see the colors over here? So there's certain things in this room that can help you with how the order to push these buttons. Okay. And then once I push them, the lights will turn on. So I'm going to shield my body for a second. That way you guys can't see the actual order, but you can see they're revealed.
Whee!
So
All
that
right.
comes the lights come on. So the first, you know how to solve it, don't you?
Tosh is having a little moment there, a little
She's super
an
excited.
epiphany there. Perfect. Now, if people want to get involved and come down and do that, how do they do that?
So you can book online. We are through our website, greatescapecolleen.com. You choose the room that you want to play. We have 6 rooms that are available to be booked, and then you choose how many people, the date, the time, pay for it online, and show up and play.
Beautiful, guys. Well, like we said, this is only one of the rooms down here. It's the newest one, the Saw Room. Very elaborate. Love the stuff down here. Tosh has been having a lot of fun. You can tell that from her face. So make sure you do get down here to the Great Escape of Central Texas in Killeen. Lots of fun for the friends and family. For now, it's back to you, Chris and Heidi.
Jamie, looks like a lot of fun. Just promise us you and Tasha will come back in one piece.
Please, one piece, and make it out safely.
Her nah. We have to sacrifice her. We have to sacrifice
Jamie's
her.
so look at the smile on Tasha's face. She was so excited to do this.
I know, she is.
And all Jamie's wanted to do is torture her all morning. Good job, Jamie. Good job,
Let her
Tasha.
have fun. Temple police say they were called out to O'Reilly Auto Parts on Southwest HK Dodge and Loop around 11:30 last night for a welfare check. This is a live look of the scene right now, still very active. You can see police presence, the lights on inside, because 2 men, they were found inside dead in that building. Now they do close at 10 o'clock. And this all happened around 11:30. What we also do know, we're getting new information into the newsroom right now, that an 18-wheeler was supposed to be doing a drop-off there, but they've now been sent away by police because of how active the scene is. We will bring you any updates we have as soon as we get them, both on air and online at KCENTV.com. And good morning, Jamie. What are you seeing out there?
Good morning, Chris and Heidi. Makeshift memorials continue to grow here outside the Bush Library, as all through the night people have been paying their respects to a truly loved former First Lady.
Story, the nation is mourning. The memorials are now beginning to grow outside the George H.W. Bush Presidential Library following Barbara Bush's death.
And that's where we find Jamie Kennedy, who is live in College Station for us this morning. Good morning, Jamie. What can you tell us?
Good morning, Chris and Heidi. Tributes have been pouring in for the former First Lady, who is truly loved by the nation, and here at Texas A&M it is no different. Behind me you can see the pond and the Presidential Library just there, and this is last night where college students held an impromptu memorial service for Barbara Bush. Now the public will get to pay their respects to the former First Lady on Friday, as she will be held at St. Martin's Episcopal Church from noon until midnight. Then there will be a private funeral for her on Saturday at the same church before the motorcade makes its way up here, up to the site where she will be laid to rest with her daughter, who died at age 3 of leukemia. And as you can see behind us here at the gate, it is usually open to the public, but it is now closed off, and there is already some flowers laying there by there. So it really is a fitting tribute to the former First Lady, who is truly loved by the country, and where she will be laid to rest right here at College Station. For now, this is Jamie Kennedy reporting live in College Station for Channel 6 News, sending it back to you, Chris and Heidi.
All right, Jamie, thank you so much for that live report. Yeah, that she will be laid to rest there, or be taken there from Houston come Saturday.
Good morning, Central Texas. We're off to a chilly start this morning. Now, I happen to be just outside of Valley Mills here in Bosque County. Kind of switched wines here. We're now with rosé all day, right? So if we kind of look at all the vineyard around here, this is just outside of McLennan County, kind of in the border between both Bosque and McLennan County. This is the Valley Mills Estate Vineyard, and they're actually hosting the Rootstock, a Texas wine festival, this Saturday from noon to 7 p.m. Weather should be perfect, but if we get into the forecast, we kind of have some humps in the roadway to get through.
Welcome back to Texas Today. If you enjoy Game of Thrones, or your kids like dressing up as knights in shining armor, then the Scarborough Renaissance Festival is the perfect place to indulge in the medieval fun.
Yep, music plays a big part, of course. To set the scene, Jamie Kennedy joins us now with some of the minstrels, and we'll learn more about the big event coming up. Hey, Jamie.
Hey, Chris and Heidi, I almost feel like doing a little jig with this music playing, or I could actually just have a sip on a
what would they call it? The old cup of mulled wine or something?
Well, and in the Renaissance days, it was actually mead, which is a honey wine. And you can actually find a lot of that in Scarborough.
Exactly. Now, this is Elaine, Director of Marketing from the Scarborough Renaissance Festival. Thank you so much for coming out this morning.
Thank you. Thank you for having us.
We are listening to some beautiful minstrels over here. We're talking about going back to medieval times, maybe a knight in shining armor, maybe some jousting. Can you tell us a little bit more?
Well, we have a lot to see and do at Scarborough Renaissance Festival. We have 27 different stages, 200 shops, artisan demonstrations. We have a little bit of something for everyone, and part of what makes us so unique is that it's very, very interactive. You can, in many cases, you might even be a part of the show. So, but even without that, you can, after the shows, you can go and talk to the musicians, you can talk to the artisans, you can find out kind of why they do what they do, how they got into it, really become a part of what's going on out at the festival.
So this is really interactive. We're not
Very much
talking
so.
about, forget 3D, we're talking about real life, like real D.
Absolutely, and that's really part of what makes us so unique is that you can be interactive. In fact, you can even come in costume, or when you're there, you can rent a costume and become a part of the environment. We actually have 150 plus performing company members that make up our king and our queen, the villagers, even we have a jester, you know, all kinds of fun characters. And so you can come and be a part of that by coming in costume, or you can just come in your regular jeans and t-shirts and just have just a wonderful time seeing and doing everything that we have to offer. You can even get some great food out of the festival.
Beautiful, and in saying that, we'll actually step aside and let the guys play for you for a little bit more so you can hear some of that wonderful music. Guys, keep going, please don't let me interrupt. I love it so much. Make sure you guys get up.